If you woke up today unsure of what to do next, unsure of where your life is heading, or feeling like you are moving but not really getting anywhere, this moment matters more than you think. Because starting your day without direction does not always feel dramatic. It often feels normal. You go through your routine, you handle what is in front of you, but deep inside there is a quiet confusion that never fully leaves. You may not call it lost, but it feels like something is missing. You may not call it fear, but there is a constant uncertainty in your thoughts. You may not call it pressure, but every decision feels heavier than it should. This is what happens when you start your day without a clear anchor. You move, but without clarity. You act, but without confidence. You decide, but without peace. The problem is not that you are doing nothing. The problem is that you are doing everything without being led. When direction is missing, even simple things become complicated. You start second-guessing your choices. You hesitate when you should move forward. You move forward when you should wait. You feel busy, but not fulfilled. You feel active, but not aligned. And over time, this creates a deeper frustration because you are putting in effort without seeing the clarity you need. But this is where everything can change. Right now, before you go any further into your day, you have an opportunity to reset the way you move. Not by trying harder, not by thinking more, not by forcing answers, but by going to the one who already sees the full path ahead of you. Seeking God first is not just a spiritual idea. It is a practical shift. It is the difference between guessing your way through the day and being guided through it. It is the difference between reacting to everything and moving with intention. It is the difference between feeling lost and walking with quiet confidence, even when you do not have all the answers yet. You do not need to have everything figured out right now. You do not need to solve your entire future this morning. You only need to choose who is leading your next step. Because when God leads, clarity replaces confusion. When God leads, peace replaces pressure. When God leads, you stop chasing direction and start receiving it. So before you continue, pause here. Do not rush past this moment. Let this be the point where your day shifts from uncertain to guided. Heavenly Father, I come to you at the start of this day because I recognize that I need direction. I do not want to move forward based only on my own understanding. I do not want to make decisions out of pressure, fear, or confusion. There are things I am facing that I do not fully understand, and there are paths in front of me that I cannot clearly see. But I trust that you already see everything. Right now, I choose to seek you first. Not later in the day, not after I have tried to figure things out on my own, but right now before anything else takes control of my thoughts. Align my mind with your wisdom. Clear away the confusion that has been building in my thoughts. Help me to focus on what truly matters and not get distracted by what is unnecessary. Give me clarity where I have been unsure and direction where I have felt stuck. Guide my decisions today. When I need to choose a path, help me to choose with peace and not pressure. When I feel uncertain, remind me to trust you instead of relying only on what I see. Lead me step by step, even if you do not show me the entire picture all at once. Give me the patience to wait when I need to wait and the courage to move when it is time to move. Keep me from acting out of fear or hesitation. Help me to stay steady and confident, knowing that you are guiding me in the right direction. Remove the feeling of being lost. Replace it with a quiet assurance that I am being led. Even if things are not fully clear, help me to trust that I am not wandering. Help me to trust that every step I take with you is purposeful. Protect me from making decisions that pull me away from what is right. Keep me aligned with your will. Let my actions reflect wisdom and not confusion. Let my choices lead me forward, not keep me stuck. Remind me throughout the day that I do not have to figure everything out on my own. Remind me that I can pause, return to you, and receive clarity again whenever I need it. As you move forward from this moment, do not fall back into the habit of overthinking everything. You have already done something powerful. You have chosen to seek direction instead of chasing it. You have chosen to trust instead of forcing answers. Direction does not always come as a loud answer. Sometimes it comes as a quiet sense of peace about your next step. Sometimes it comes as clarity about what not to do. Sometimes it comes as a simple awareness that you should slow down or move forward. Pay attention to that. You do not need to rush through your day trying to control everything. You can move with awareness, with calmness, and with the confidence that you are being guided. Even if everything is not clear yet, you are no longer without direction. You are not moving blindly. You are not making random choices. You are being led. Keep that awareness with you. Let it shape how you think, how you act, and how you respond. This is how your day begins to change. Not by having every answer, but by knowing who is guiding you. Stay grounded in that. Stay steady in that. And continue forward knowing that you are no longer without direction. As you continue into your morning, there will be moments where doubt begins to speak again. It may not come loudly, but it will try to question the clarity you just received. You might start thinking about everything that could go wrong. You might begin to question whether you are making the right choices. You may even feel that familiar uncertainty trying to pull you back into confusion. This is where many people lose direction again. Not because direction was never given, but because doubt was allowed to take over. The mind starts to analyze too much, to overthink simple steps, to search for perfect certainty before moving forward. Slowly, the clarity fades, and hesitation replaces confidence. But you do not have to go back there. You already made a decision at the start of your day. You chose to seek God first. That means your direction is no longer based on how confident you feel in every moment. It is based on who is leading you. Doubt may still try to appear, but it does not have to control your actions. When uncertainty shows up, pause and recognize it for what it is. It is not always a sign that you are on the wrong path. Often, it is simply a test of whether you will trust what has already been established. Instead of reacting to it, return to the truth that you are being guided. You do not need perfect clarity to take the next step. You only need enough trust to move forward without fear controlling you. Father, as I continue through this day, help me to recognize when doubt is trying to take over my thoughts. Do not let uncertainty pull me away from the direction you are giving me. When my mind starts to question everything, bring me back to a place of trust. Strengthen my confidence, not in myself alone, but in your guidance. Help me to move forward even when I do not feel completely sure. Remind me that I do not need to have every answer before I take a step. Guard my thoughts from overthinking. When I begin to analyze too much or create confusion in my mind, help me to simplify and return to what I already know. Keep me grounded in clarity instead of letting me drift into uncertainty. Give me peace in my decisions. When I choose a direction, let me move forward without constantly looking back. Remove hesitation that comes from fear and replace it with steady confidence. Help me to trust that you are leading me even when I cannot see the full picture. When things are unclear, remind me that I am still being guided. When I feel unsure, remind me that I am not alone in making decisions. As you move through your day, understand that doubt is not something that disappears completely. It appears in small ways, trying to pull your focus away from trust. But each time it shows up, you have a choice. You can follow it and become stuck, or you can acknowledge it and keep moving forward with confidence. Direction grows stronger when you act on it. The more you trust the guidance you receive, the clearer it becomes. The more you hesitate and question everything, the more confusion increases. Keep it simple. Stay grounded in what you already know. Move step by step instead of trying to see everything at once. You are not expected to have perfect certainty. You are expected to stay connected, to stay aware, and to continue trusting even when things are not fully clear. Let that be your focus as you continue. Do not let doubt decide your direction. Stay anchored in what you started this morning. You are being led. There will be moments in your morning where everything feels slow, unclear, or even blocked. You may feel like you are trying to move forward, but nothing is opening. Plans feel uncertain, motivation drops, and your thoughts begin to circle without direction. This is where frustration usually starts to build. When you feel stuck, the natural reaction is to force something to happen. You try to figure everything out quickly. You push decisions. You look for immediate answers. But forcing direction often creates more confusion. Instead of clarity, it leads to pressure. Instead of peace, it creates tension. Feeling stuck does not always mean you are doing something wrong. Sometimes it is a signal to slow down, to realign, and to stop relying only on your own understanding. It is a moment to return to the foundation you set earlier. You chose to seek God first, and that choice still stands now. You do not need to force your way forward. You need to stay aligned and allow the next step to become clear at the right time. When nothing feels clear, go back to what you already know. Stay steady. Stay patient. Keep your mind calm instead of letting frustration take control. Direction is not always about speed. It is about moving correctly. Father, in moments where I feel stuck, help me not to rush or force decisions. Give me the patience to wait without becoming frustrated. When I do not see the next step clearly, remind me that you are still guiding me. Calm my thoughts when they begin to race. Do not let confusion grow in my mind. Help me to remain steady, even when I feel uncertain. Give me the ability to pause and trust instead of reacting out of pressure. Show me what I need to focus on right now. If I am trying to do too much, help me to simplify. If I am moving in the wrong direction, gently correct me. Keep me aligned with what is right, even if it requires me to slow down. Strengthen my patience. Help me to understand that not everything needs to be solved immediately. Give me peace in waiting and clarity in stillness. Let me trust that the right step will become clear at the right time. Remove the urge to force outcomes. Help me to move with intention instead of pressure. Keep my heart steady and my mind clear as I continue through this day. As you move forward, remember that being stuck is often temporary. It is a moment, not your identity. What matters is how you respond to it. If you allow frustration to take over, it will cloud your thinking. If you stay calm and grounded, clarity will return. You do not need to solve everything at once. Focus on the next simple step. Keep your thoughts clear. Stay patient with the process. Direction becomes clearer when your mind is not overwhelmed. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is stay steady when everything feels uncertain. That steadiness keeps you aligned and prevents you from making decisions you will later question. Do not measure your progress only by how fast things move. Measure it by how aligned you remain. If you are still grounded, still focused, and still trusting, then you are not lost. You are simply in a moment of waiting. Stay there without pressure. The clarity you need will come, and when it does, you will be ready to move forward with confidence. You are not without direction. You are being prepared for the next step. As you continue, begin to shift your focus from what feels uncertain to what is being established within you. You have already chosen to seek God first. You have already taken time to realign your thoughts, steady your heart, and ask for direction. That is not a small thing. That is the foundation for everything that follows. Now it is time to move forward with that foundation. You may not have every answer, but you have something more important. You have clarity for your next step. You have a sense of peace that did not come from your circumstances. You have a direction that is not based on pressure but on trust. This is how you move through your morning with confidence. Do not wait until everything feels perfect before you act. Confidence does not come from having everything figured out. It comes from knowing that you are not walking alone. Even small steps taken in alignment are powerful. Even simple decisions made with peace are meaningful. As you step into what is in front of you, carry this awareness with you. You are guided. You are not guessing your way through the day. You are not relying only on your own strength. There is direction available to you in every moment, and you can return to it whenever you need. Father, as I continue forward, I receive the clarity that you are giving me. I do not need to chase answers or force outcomes. I trust that you are guiding me step by step. Bless my thoughts so they remain clear and focused. Do not let confusion return. Strengthen my mind so that I can stay steady even when things are not fully visible. Bless my actions so that everything I do today is aligned with what is right. Let my decisions reflect wisdom and not pressure. Guide me in every task, every conversation, and every responsibility. Bless my path so that I move in the right direction. If I begin to drift, gently bring me back. If I hesitate, give me the courage to move forward. Let each step I take be intentional and guided. Bless my heart so that I remain calm and confident. Remove any fear that tries to return. Fill me with a quiet assurance that I am being led exactly where I need to go. Bless this day ahead of me. Prepare the moments I will walk into. Order my steps in ways I cannot see yet. Let everything I encounter work in alignment with your guidance. As you move forward, begin to expect clarity instead of confusion. Expect peace instead of pressure. Expect direction instead of uncertainty. What you expect influences how you move. When you expect to be guided, you become more aware of it. Do not go back to old patterns of overthinking and hesitation. Stay grounded in what has already been established. Move with calmness. Move with intention. Move with confidence. You are not starting this day without direction anymore. You are stepping into it with guidance already in place. Let that truth shape everything you do. Keep your thoughts steady. Keep your focus clear. Keep moving forward one step at a time. You are guided. You are supported. You are blessed. As you continue in your morning, something important begins to happen when you stay aligned. What once felt confusing starts to feel lighter. What once felt overwhelming begins to settle. Not because everything around you has changed, but because something within you has become steady. Direction becomes clearer when you remain consistent. It is not only about one moment of prayer, but about carrying that connection into everything you do. Each time you pause instead of rushing, each time you choose trust instead of fear, each time you move with intention instead of pressure, you strengthen your alignment. Many people ask for direction, but then disconnect as soon as the day becomes busy. They return to old patterns of overthinking, reacting, and trying to control everything. That is where confusion returns. But you are choosing something different. You are choosing to stay connected. This is how your day begins to change in a real and practical way. Decisions feel clearer. Your mind feels less crowded. You stop second-guessing every step. Even when situations are not perfect, you are not shaken by them. Father, help me to remain consistent in seeking you. Do not let me drift back into old habits of confusion and overthinking. Keep me aligned in every moment, not just in quiet times, but in the middle of everything I do. Strengthen my awareness so that I stay connected to your guidance. When I become distracted, gently bring me back. When I begin to rely only on myself, remind me to return to you. Bless my consistency. Let my efforts to stay aligned produce clarity in my thoughts and direction in my actions. Help me to build a steady habit of seeking you first, not only today but every morning. Guide me in the small decisions as well as the big ones. Let me not overlook simple moments where direction is needed. Help me to stay intentional in everything I do. Bless my mindset so that I do not return to confusion. Keep my thinking clear and focused. Let me see the difference that comes from staying aligned with you. As you move forward, understand that clarity is not something you chase. It is something that grows as you stay connected. The more consistent you are, the more natural it becomes to recognize direction. The more you stay aware, the easier it is to move without hesitation. You will begin to notice that you are not reacting the same way as before. Situations that used to overwhelm you now feel manageable. Decisions that once felt heavy now feel lighter. This is not by accident. It is the result of staying aligned. Do not underestimate the power of consistency. Small moments of awareness repeated throughout your day create a strong sense of direction. Each time you return to that place of trust, you reinforce your stability. Keep going with that mindset. Do not stop halfway. Do not return to old patterns. Stay with what is working. Stay with what brings clarity. Stay with what keeps you grounded. You are not lost. You are not without direction. You are building a way of moving through your day that keeps you guided. Stay consistent. Stay aware. Stay aligned. As you continue in your morning, go deeper than just seeking direction for today. Let your foundation be rooted in the Lord Jesus himself. Direction becomes steady when your life is anchored in something unchanging. If your focus is only on circumstances, your direction will shift every time something changes. But when you are rooted in Jesus, you remain firm even when everything around you feels uncertain. Being rooted means you are not easily shaken. It means your peace does not depend on how the day unfolds. It means your decisions are not controlled by pressure or fear. Instead, they come from a place of trust, stability, and connection with Him. Many people look for direction only when they feel lost, but there is a deeper strength when your connection with Jesus becomes constant. You are not just seeking answers. You are walking with the one who already knows the way. This changes how you think, how you respond, and how you move forward. When you are rooted in Him, you stop chasing every new idea or reacting to every situation. You become more grounded. You become more focused. You become more confident, not because everything is clear, but because you trust the one who is leading you. Father, I choose to root my life in the Lord Jesus, not just for this moment, not just for today, but as a foundation for everything I do. As we close, please subscribe and share this message.